I'm David Rushmere. I'm one of the partners here at Machin's and I co-head the Employment and Immigration Department. And we're going to be talking a little bit about employment contracts and specifically employees' rights to be provided with an employment contract. So generally an employment contract is a key document in an employment relationship. It should set out all the key terms. And again, an employee's legal right is to receive a written statement of particulars. So that's key points about the employment relationship that should all be set out in writing. Unfortunately, a lot of employments don't have a written statement. A lot of employers don't issue a statement, but it is an employee's right to have one. And certainly if you haven't been given a written statement, such as an employment contract or even a letter offering you employment, you should be asking your employer for that written statement. So within that contract or written statement, most of the key parts of what you would expect to see in an employment contract should be in there. So that's things like, obviously, your pay, very importantly, how much you're going to be paid, when you're going to be paid it, any additional rates that might be paid. So for example, if there's additional rates for unsociable hours or working at weekends. There should be details about your holiday, your entitlement to holiday, obviously when you can take your holiday and how you should be booking your holiday. All that should be provided. How long is your notice period? How should your notice be triggered? How can your employer terminate your employment by giving notice, things like that. So if your employer wants to make a change to your terms and conditions, you have a right to be issued with a written statement. So if there is a change, that change should be confirmed in writing. The most obvious and straightforward example is an increase in your pay. Most employees have an annual pay review. Their pay is increased and they're told what that new pay would be. That should be set out in writing, usually just in a letter. But what employees have to bear in mind is that changes to contracts have to be agreed. If you've got a contract, you're entitled to those terms and conditions. Now those terms and conditions can be changed, but you need to agree to it. So if your employer is looking to impose changes, that's a great time to get in touch with us, because at Machin's here we can advise you on what those changes are, whether they're legal and whether you can refuse them. If you've got any concerns about whether your employer is doing anything they're allowed to do, whether there's a breach of your terms and conditions, come and speak to one of our lawyers. We offer a free initial consultation. We'll be able to talk you through the contract, talk to you about what key documents we need to see, and we'll be able to give you that early advice to steer you in the right direction so you can make a decision about what's best for you.